For some reason, I really don't get it why many people are so obsessed with this thing they call the third eye. Um, they think that the third eye is something that allows you to perceive reality beyond the physical. No, that is not what the third eye is. First of all, there is a difference between the brow chakra and the third eye. No. You see, the brow chakra, many people refer to as the third eye. It is not the third eye. It is the brow chakra. Just as we have the throat, the heart, the solar plexus or the Manipura chakra, the Swadhisthana, the Muladhara chakra, um, you have the crown chakra, the Sahasrara. You see, these energy centers, sole purpose is to plug you, plug your being into the greater universe. It is your connection to the without. And through these same energy centers, your environment is able to connect with the within. So as within, so without. As without, so within. These are gateways of perception and they work together. And they work together. If you are watching a movie and the movie you are watching doesn't have audio, you can see the images and everything, but it does not have audio. It doesn't even have subtitles. You'll not be able to enjoy the movie. The perception will not be holistic enough. Therefore, what you are seeing must be matched with audio. So everything else we have as our five senses, the world in which we live, likes to tell you and I that there are only five senses, for example, but there are actually seven physical senses. We don't just have the sense of touch, taste, smell, sight, mm, or hearing. Aside the five physical senses, there are two other senses. That's the sense of time or the sense of cycles and the sense of balance. These are also physical senses, and these senses form the seven senses. But to be able to perceive or relate with reality beyond the seven senses, or for the sake of our discussion, beyond the five senses, perception beyond the five senses is what is called the third eye. It is not a particular chakra or somewhere along your energetic body. You see, that is what is known as the third eye. But the third eye is not seen into other realms. The third eye is your ability, the ability to perceive truth, the ability to perceive things exactly as it is, not as it appears to be. The ability to perceive information as it is, not as it appears to be. There's a difference between the how the world appears to you and how the world actually is. The difference, that deeper intuition, the discernment, that is what is known as the third eye. And it requires all your energy centers because these are energy centers of perception. They are holistic, they work together. So many people now in social media, we have what has now been called social media spirituality, where if anyone wishes to talk about spirituality, they wish to drive the whole teaching along the lines of third eye. We can't seem to fathom why this is so. This is a big fallacy and a manipulation. To be able to perceive reality beyond the five senses, you need to be very present in the moment. You have to be very present in the moment because every information is assessed in the moment. This is the state where you don't miss anything. This is the state where you do not miss anything. The third eye is not the brow chakra. Some people even mistakenly call it the pineal gland. It is not. The pineal gland is an organ. It has its own connection to spirituality as well as the proper functioning of the physical body, but it is not the third eye. The pituitary gland is not the third eye. The third eye is a state of perception. These two eyes is able to relate to in the realms of the physical senses. The third eye is perceiving reality beyond the physical senses, and it is a holistic perception. If you think that third eye is about seeing into the spirit world, that means you are waking. You are grossly mistaken. Because spirits, if you are talking about entities who can really mislead, if you think human beings are deceptive, you have not communicated with spirits. If you think human beings are very deceptive, spirits are much more deceptive. Then how do you know you are being lied to? And by the way, the one energy center that allows you to really connect spiritually, to really connect to what is beyond, it's not even the brow chakra, it's the throat. The throat energy center actually connects and controls our sight, our hearing, our smell, our taste. If you go to the hospital, why do we call certain department ENT? ENT in the hospital. That is ear and eyes, N that is the nose, and T that is the throat. The throat energy center is the energy center of connectivity. It's the energy center of connectivity. If you really want to be receptive to all of this, it is the throat center you should be centering on more, not the brow.